If you ask the people here, they'll tell you that this is a road that is under construction. But a road for who, a road by who, and a road to where is not clear at this point.
We're seeing the park being nibbled at the edges. We saw the southern bypass, and now where we are here, the Nairobi Green Line, which I was involved with, where we planted 130,000 trees. You can see behind me these trees have been killed by the bulldozers. There's a new road here, and now there's this latest development. All of these are signs that the park is being encroached upon, and it's a worry because here we have our iconic Nairobi National Park, which in my opinion should be a World Heritage Site.
Yesterday, the Cabinet Secretary for Wildlife and Tourism, Najib Balala, raised the red flag of a major encroachment taking place around the boundaries of the Nairobi National Park. The CS directed the Kenya Wildlife Service to halt the ongoing construction with immediate effect. Today, a visit to the borderline by Channel 1 laid bare the threats of encroachment to the park that was started in 1947, and it is the only park within the boundaries of a capital city in the world.
Well, I think it's a pity. This was we did it 10 years ago. We planted 130,000 trees, as I told you. It was a joint effort between the Kenya Association of Manufacturers and KWS, and we planted 30 kilometers, 50 meters wide of indigenous acacia trees. You can see them behind me. And I'm just wondering, why has KWS allowed this green line? They were the ones who enabled it. Why is it now being destroyed?
Heaps of freshly dug soil lay bare the existential threat that encroachment is posing to this iconic jewel that also acts as the lungs of the city and the surroundings. According to Willie Noka, who is the director of the Friends of Nairobi National Park, the green line that divides the park with the development around the park has become the easy target.
On the news, you've heard all about the cancer and the pollution in Nairobi city. And this Nairobi National Park is the lungs of the city. You mustn't underestimate how important the city is as an area of fresh air in all this pollution that we have here in Nairobi city.
On the western gate of the park, new Godowns and shiny mansions are under construction. Willie says due to the noise pollution, most animals have disappeared into the innermost parts of the park. The park has one of the highest concentrations of bird species in the country, as well as thousands of rhinos, buffaloes and lions, among other animals.
That we need to keep the future of this park intact because it transcends generations. The park is not ours. We have to pass it to future generations. And if we continue with the nibbling, at the end of it all, we shall remain with nothing. O'Brien Kimani from the edges of Nairobi National Park.